Man, let's go.
What is happening, everybody? It is Crucible TV time, and we are so fired up that, once again, we are back. We are back on a Friday. Nick Clark popping in saying
What's up,
happy
Nick?
Friday. Guys, we are so excited to be here once again on a Friday as we're talking about Championship Month. It is Championship Month, and we always are talking about, all month long, we're talking about finishing strong. We're talking about what it takes to be a champion. Right? What does it take to be a champion? What are the traits of being a champion? What are the thoughts of being a champion? What are the physical traits of a champion? What are the emotions of a champion? All of those things. We are diving into that championship mindset, championship culture, because I think everybody that's popping on right now want to be a champion in something in their life, right? We all have this dream and desire to ideally to be the best, whether it's the best physically or the best that we can be. But there is this natural draw to say, you know what? I want to be the best at something. I want to beat something. So we're talking about it. We're talking about what it takes to finish strong in this championship month. Kelsey, what's happening?
What's
Brian,
happening, guys?
Mike, I see you on there. Let's go.
So when we're talking about being a champion here, what aspect of being a champion are we talking about today, Coach?
Last week we talked a lot about the mindset. We talked about the mindset of a champion. So if you haven't watched that, go back. It's on YouTube. If you haven't followed, we got all these on YouTube. They're stored up. Crucible TV, YouTube. Go to youtube.com/whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. But just search up Crucible Performance. We're got all these episodes on there. We talked about mindset. Go back and check out Mindset of a Champion. And this week, we're talking about the physical traits. The physical traits of what it takes to be a champion. And that one gets us all fired
That's
up,
a lot
right?
of action right
there. That one gets us all fired up. Kelsey wants to be a champion at my new job. I like
Let's
that.
go. I
like that. So, without further ado, because we don't want to hold you up on Friday, because it's Championship Month, it's Championship Fridays, and champions make moves on Fridays. So we don't want to take up any more of your time than we need to. We want to give you the energy, the fire, so that way you can get going. So step number one, champions. Physical trait of a champion is champions prepare. Champions prepare. They physically prepare. So we're talking about physical traits. So what does preparation look like? It looks like training. It looks like training. It looks like getting in the trenches and doing the work.
Man, this gets me fired up.
Putting the work in. Go, Jesse, if you're fired up, go ahead. What you got to talk about on some champions?
You know, I looked up the definition of a champion, and I think of a champion as a noun. It's a person, a champion, but it's also a verb, to champion something, right? And we think about physically taking action, right? We are championing those big dreams and those big goals. And we talk about preparing. What are you doing when no one's watching? You know, Coach Dabo Sweeney at Clemson said championships are won when no one's watching. You know what I mean? So that's where that preparation is critical. You know, you think about all the times you spend actually playing your sport, playing the game, right? You should be spending just as much training for that moment or even more, you know? So this is a quote I think I've said on this show a lot. You know, it's an Abe Lincoln quote. He said if you give him 6 hours to chop down a tree, he's spending 5 hours preparing his axe, sharpening his axe, and 1 hour chopping. So the preparation is critical part of being a champion.
So we talking physical, right? Which means getting in the trenches and actually doing some work. Whether it is you want to be physically, let's say we're the best at our job. Kelsey wants to be the best at her job. Hey, B wants to be a champion at life, right? No matter what it is, we need to physically be at our best, right? We think better. There's scientific studies out there. We think better when we're taking care of ourselves. When we're taking care of our actual body, you want to think better, get moving. You want to have a better memory, get moving. You want to have more energy, get moving, right? The answer is always get moving. Take care of yourself. You get one body. You get one body in this life. Let's take care of it. Let's take care of it and make the most of it. We want to be sharp here. So no matter what you want to champion in life, I guarantee a common concept, a common trait is going to be go take care of yourself. Start by taking care of yourself, because in that preparation, you're going to learn a lot of lessons, whether it's discipline, whether it's consistency, whatever it is, going out and physically preparing, getting in the trenches, training, getting the biceps a little bigger. That's okay, right? Going out, going on a walk, whatever it is, but go prepare. physically go out, prepare. Motion is lotion, baby. Motion is lotion. Get out there and get rocking. So groove that body up, get in the weight room, go out on a walk, get some sun on the skin, and we're gonna go get it done. We're gonna prepare physically.
The easy part is the show. The hard part is preparing for the show. You know what I mean? And that preparation is critical right there. Is there anything that you say that like you're preparing for right now, Coach Ron?
I'm preparing for a great 2022. Man,
Yeah.
2022 is going to come on strong, and I can't even get into that
That's
stuff.
true.
It's going to blow your mind what we're going to do in 2022. So I'm going to keep that one on the down low. But know that we are physically preparing. We both just got done a workout, so we can be fired up for this thing.
That's right.
And hey, we got some good stuff coming in 22. So get out there. If you want to be a champion, go physically prepare. We're not even talking about mental preparation right now. We're talking about physically go out, prepare, take care of yourself. Step number 2, trait number 2, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the show must go on. Amen to that, baby. Trait number 2, champions surround themselves with the right people. They physically surround themselves with a great team. They surround themselves with the right people that maybe aren't always just the people that want to give them the stuff they want to hear, right? They choose the right people to surround themselves with. And this is a big one, guys. This is a big one because so many times the people that are closest to us in our circle, right, they're going to influence us. And we need to make sure that they are there to help propel our dream and not poison it. They're there to propel the mission, not poison it. And there might be people that care about you that are more fearful about what you're going to do than what you are, right? You might be ready to go and say, this is where we're going to go, and you're ready. And all it takes is that person that really does care about you to poison it, right? Maybe they're not in the right spot, so they get a little scared, so they keep you from going. Now, you need those people that are going to be around you that are going to help propel it. Now, propelling doesn't always mean I disagree with whatever you say. Propelling means challenging. Propelling means, have you thought this through? Propelling means, you know what, I'm going to ask you the questions that maybe you don't want to hear. I'm going to talk about things or challenge you with questions or thoughts or, you know what, and maybe sometimes it is, I'm just linking up and going. And let's go. I don't know how we're going to get out here. I don't know how it's going to happen, but we out here, we're going to make it happen. Let's get after it.
You know, when you're talking about surrounding yourself with the right people and being part of a team, I'm going to kind of, piggyback on that. Don't just surround yourself with a great team. Be the teammate that you want to others too. Okay? Because it's kind of a double-edged sword here, where you don't want to just have great teammates around you. You want to have great teammates around you, and you want to be a great teammate back. You know what I mean? So, be that example. Be the teammate for others that you want back, and you know, a lot of times when you're helping somebody else get better, you're getting better and you're growing too.
There you go.
If you're focused on serving others, you're probably going to serve yourself in some way as well. And so yeah, that would be a piggyback on that team aspect and who you're surrounding yourself with.
So physically, surround yourself with great people. Surround yourself with action people. Surround yourself with people that are going to help make that dream come true. Boom. There we
That's
go.
awesome, man.
Trait number 2. So we're taking action. We're preparing, right? Champions are preparers. They are prepared. They're not getting ready for the action. They're always ready. I'm always ready. I'm always prepared, right? Number 2, they're physically surrounding themselves with a great team. They're surrounding themselves with people that are going to help make this thing come true. Even Jesus did that, for crying out loud. He had 12 disciples helping make this thing happen, right? Even best leader of all time had 12 people around him, had a great team around him. Number three, champions recover. Champions recover. We have gotten into this thing in society where it's always just do more, get more. And I think there is a time for that. We've got to be able to sprint. We've got to be able to do more. We've got to take action. I think so often we fall into this trap of like, well, that's good enough, right? When we actually have more levels inside of us. So I'm not saying stop. I'm not saying don't push hard. I'm not saying don't 10x it. But you know what? Sometimes there's a season in life where you've got to recover, right? You've got to recover. You got to take that moment to say, you know what? I'm drained. I've got to slow down and recover to make sure that I'm at my best, right? It's a sprint, recover, sprint, recover, sprint, recover, sprint, recover. right? It's not just this long, steady state marathon, right? It's a sprint and a recover, sprint and a recover. Just like a baseball game, sprint and recover. But we've gotten into this society mindset where it's just saying, go, go, just keep sprinting. Well, you can't just keep sprinting. You can't keep sprinting, right? Something's gonna fizzle out, whether it's family, relationships, business, yourself. You get burned out, right? We need to be able to recover. If you think about it, think about a farmer. Think about a farmer out there. He's sowing seeds, right? He's out there planting seeds, sowing seeds. He doesn't reap a harvest right away, right? There's a period of time in between that. There's a period that you're sowing, then there's time, and then you got to get back to work again so that you can reap the harvest, right? Sometimes there is a period of time that you must make sure that you are recovering. You're taking that time to gain perspective, to get your body right, to get your mind right, to get all those things. But you physically have to slow down. You've got to get that dream time, that time to where you're getting the aches and pains taken care of. You're not just pushing through and taking something that could heal in a week and it's lasting a year, right? Slow yourself down and recover. Maybe it's mentally. Maybe it's emotionally. We're talking physically here. So take care of the injuries. Go get your blood work done if you need to. Go to the doctor. Go to the dentist. Go pick up your prescription, Jesse, right? What are those little things, right?
Yeah.
Physically, take care of yourself. Go shower. Go shave, right? You know, all those little things. You know, go physically recover and do those little things. So that way, just like you said, the show can go on. Jesse, what you know about recovery? Is it easy or is it tough?
For some people, it might be easy. I'll be honest with you. This is one for me that's pretty tough. This is something that I've been trying to work on, and sometimes I'll have some good success in, and sometimes I'll drop a little bit. I have a hard time slowing down and taking it easy. If I'm being honest with you guys, I said pick up a prescription. I have a thyroid prescription. It took me 2 weeks to go pick up my prescription. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, you know, but you know, that's the first step, right? Shining a light on something. Hey, what's something I can work on? You know what I mean? So right here, you know, we got these three things that we're getting on. What does it physically take to be a champion? There's the preparation piece. There's who you surround yourself. It's are you taking time to recover? You know, so you know you ask me what I know about this one. This is one that I'm trying to start a journey on. You know what I mean? And we talk about taking action. Well, recovering is an action, and if you're doing it the right way, it actually takes a lot of discipline. Foam rolling is technically recovery. That does not feel great, and I'd rather lift heavy weights than foam roll some days. Eating right, that's part of recovery. I'd rather lift heavy weights and run to the FSK Mall and back than, you know, eat right on some days. You know what I mean? Making sure I get my sleep right. Make sure I'm hydrating. You know what I mean?
But where do all the gains actually happen?
In
the recovery.
In the recovery.
They happen in the recovery. And that's the crazy part, right?
So to that point is if you're actually recovering well, it is a little bit of hard work. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to say. To me, I like people pleasing. I like saying yes to everybody, but maybe I should say no to a couple folks sometimes so I can take that time to recover and take care of myself. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Good stuff. I like it. So we're talking about preparation. We're talking about surrounding yourself with great people. And we're talking about your recovery. So I want you guys to think about that. Think about those three traits. And there are plenty more traits that we can talk about champions doing. There are plenty of physical traits. But those are ones that I think that people don't think about a lot, right? Or maybe are the most challenging. Right, so that's why we want to address those head on. What are those traits that are most challenging that we can attack, especially finishing up 2021 and heading into 2022? So, next week, we talked about the mental side. We talked about the physical side today. We're going to talk about the emotions of a champion next week. Ooh, so be sure to tune in next week as we're talking about the emotions of a champion as we finish up this championship month heading into 2022. So guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Happy Crucible TV.
Happy Crucible TV, guys.
Baby, love y'all. Have an amazing day. God bless y'all. We'll see you next week. See you, Kels.
Love you guys.
Love it.
Peace. Peace out, Instagram.
See ya.